Good morning, everyone. Thanks for being here. Today, we're going to talk about real estate tools and resources that are very helpful for your business and can make you look impressive, over other agents when you're talking to clients. And the first one that I'm going to go to is Orange County Realtors. So the website is ocrealtors.org. You guys all have access to this when you sign up with the MLS and the board and everything. Good morning. And the there's a lot of different things on here. People usually just go to this website to renew their fees, right, every year. But another thing that you can use from here is you're going to go to resources and then business tools and then OC Fast Stats. When you click on that, it's going to ask you to log in. So you're going to click on login, and it's usually going to be like your MLS ID and then a 4-digit code that you have to come up with at the beginning. So let me log in and show you guys. It's going to show you a map of Orange County. If I click on Orange County, it's going to give me like a market update of year over year market update of information that you can use to either send out for marketing, or if you want to discuss this with one of your clients and just tell them, hey, this is March compared to last March. Right now, we currently have, well, as of this March, there was 973 listings on the MLS. Last year in March, there was 1,077 listings in the MLS. But it's just impressive information, right? Like the median price in March this year was 800,000. It's not much from the previous March. And then for actual sales price, it's a little bit higher than it was last year. But it gives you some information you can use. And this is for attached and then detached. So let me go back. Good morning, come on in. And so we're in Irvine. So let's say you're marketing in Irvine. You can select the city of Irvine and you can do a full market report for the city of Irvine. And again, this shows your information. Now look at the prices here compared to all of Orange County. Incredible. Okay, and now if you're marketing in Irvine in a specific area, you can even break it down by that. So let's say you're marketing in Turtle Rock. It breaks it down even more. So now this is the area you're marketing. This is where most of your clients are at. Now you have information to focus in on that specific area. So this is pretty cool. You can use this for your marketing. You can use this for talking points for your marketing. And that's pretty cool. Did anybody know about this? No? Okay. So ocrealtors.org. Mm-hmm. All right. The next tool or resource I wanted to talk. Oh, there's another thing too here. While we're here. Not that I close it. Yeah, we're back it on. Another resource, you're going to go to resources, business tools. And then for social media, you can use, where is it? Orange County Market Snapshot. And this is live, so it updates every day. So you can just right click this, save it as a JPEG, and then upload it to your social media. But it's just real estate information, right? And you're going to say OC Market Snapshot March 2026. I think this could be helpful for some people. Sometimes you wonder, what should I put out there? And that's just one extra thing. Okay, so the next thing I want to talk about was, this is something you can find on the MLS. So let me log into the MLS. You're going to go to crmls.org. I'm going to log in. And I'm glad I brought my phone with me. Sometimes when you log in from a computer it doesn't recognize, it's going to do this multi-factor authentication. So make sure you have your phone on you. And so directly from here, we can go to Cloud CMA. This is one of the things I want to show you guys. we've talked about this during the marketing class. When you click on Cloud CMA, there's a lead generation page that you can use. And again, the first time you click on Cloud CMA, it's going to have you enter all your contact information, upload your photo, things like that. So you're creating your profile. And then once all that's done, this is all going to be blank. So you're not going to see any of these tiles here. You're going to have to add reports, things like that. But that's not why we're here now. Right now, we're here for the lead gen page, which is lead generation right here. So you're going to click on this. Hopefully you uploaded your photo, then just click on your face and click on lead generation. And what that brings you to is a landing page for leads. So what this is, here, let's show you what it looks like. You can copy this URL up here, paste it into social media, or even create a QR code and then match it to that, right? Or so that the QR code takes you here. And this is for valuation. So if somebody's interested in finding out how much their home's worth, they're going to enter their property address here. They're going to click on search, and then it's going to ask them for their name and email address, even phone number. And you can make it, set it to default to ask for phone number and email address. Some people are hesitant, so I just make them type in their email address. You know, because it's a little easier for someone to do that, right? But again, you can make them enter their phone number and email address. So let me show you 123 Main Street. Let's see. Let's just do that. Search. So here, see, whatever's in red here is required. So name, email address, and then it shows where the property is located. And then when they're finished, they're going to click on email my report. So what this does is it creates a CMA based on, I think what it does is like every other website that gives you like a valuation, it goes, I think, a mile radius around the property and looks for similar type properties, and it comes up with this price that it thinks that you should list it at. But anyway, so what happens is it emails this report to this person that's inquiring, and the report is going to have the comparable properties, what they sold for, pictures of them, things like that. But you're also getting an email saying, hey, Young just asked for a report. You should reach out to him. And this is the report that we sent him. So now you know what was sent out. And then your next step is going to be, okay, this is your property address. You're inquiring about it, right? So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go into the MLS and I'm going to do a more accurate CMA, right? Because we're professionals. We know what we're doing. We're not going a mile out. We're going within that tract or that neighborhood, and we're going to compare it to similar properties. We're not going to compare a single family to a condo that's within a mile. That's a 3-bedroom. Yeah, they're both 3 bedrooms. Yeah, they're both 2,000 square feet, but this is detached. That's attached. So you're going to do a more refined CMA, and you're going to reach out to that person. Hopefully, if they left their phone number, that's great. If they didn't, they left an email address. You know where they live. You can, stop by, drop off the CMA, print it out, or send them an email and say, hey, I noticed that you inquired about the valuation of your property. The system created a quick and dirty CMA. You don't have to say quick and dirty. That's what they call it at Cloud CMA. Created a quick, CMA for you based on certain algorithms, but I created a custom CMA using real information, and I wanted to meet with you. Or I can just drop it off, whatever it is. But it's a touch point. It's for you to reach out to them. But it's a lead generation because they're asking for information, right? And you're putting it out there on either on social media or you have QR code on your mailers that you're sending out. So once they scan that QR code and they're requesting information, it's a lead. So follow up. So this is a pretty good tool. And again, it's found in Cloud CMA under lead generation. It brings you here. Any questions on that?
Do I copy the URL?
Yes.
And then what? So like I said, put them on Linktree.
You can put that on your Linktree.
Which link do I copy and paste that over?
This one here. So you're gonna go here. That.
Yeah, that one. Okay.
Or you can have a QR code take them there and say scan me for evaluation of your property. Right. All right, let's go to the next thing here. The next thing is Realtor Property Resource. This is also within the MLS when I go into crmls.org. And I like using this because, or the feature I like about this is the school boundaries. Sometimes you're going to have a client that's looking to buy a property within a certain school district or a school boundary. And what you can do is when you're searching for property, you can search for properties here like you search in the MLS. And let's say you're looking for homes for sale. So let me edit this. Now let's go back up here to home and property search. Just want to go to the property search. Okay, show me. I don't want to do that. All right, so let's just do Irvine. Why is it doing this? Let's go to more filters. I only want active listings. I only want single family. And it's not showing me. Only for sale. Any price, I'm not asking for a price, just give me anything, but it's not showing me. Irvine, California. Okay. So now it's showing me a list of properties, right? In Irvine, and I want to see them on the map. So I click on this little icon up here, this is the map icon. And then I scroll down and on the right, there's data layers. So I'm going to click on data layers. And then I want to know, maybe that's not it. Oh, school, sorry. I'm going to click on schools. And I want to know what the public schools are in the area and what the boundaries are. I want elementary, middle, and high school. Show me all of them, apply. And now it shows me, if I click on the little cap there, it shows me what school that is. School rating. If I want the report, I can click on that. Let's see. Let's zoom into it. Oops, that's not it. You see the boundary? The outline around it? If I click on it, you guys see how it made this orange line around it? So now I know what the boundary is. So if I just want to look for schools in that area, then these are the active properties in that area. Mm-hmm. So this is pretty cool because you can search for boundaries. I know that there's a website for schoolboundaries.com or something like that you can search it on, but and I think it allows you to type in property address. You can go. I guess there's a website for that too. I think yeah, you can type in a property address somewhere, school locator. The point is that sometimes you're going to get clients that are moving to Irvine because of their blue ribbon schools, and they want to go to a specific school, and this is a good way to find properties for them. Because you might not be familiar with every school and every boundary and everything, so it's a good resource. So let's move on to the next one. Any questions on that? And just play around with it. You'll probably find some more features you'll like. The next thing I wanted to talk about was Zillow Rental Manager. So you're going to go to Google. Unless you know the domain, the URL itself, I'm just going to type in Zillow Rental Manager, and it's going to give you a link. Just click on that first link. That's what it is. And then you have to create an account as an agent. And when you log into it, it's going to ask you for your MLS ID and what MLS you belong to. And it's automatically going to add any listings that you have, lease listings to it. So if you have any listings in the MLS, lease listings, or any listings, they're going to show up here. And what you can do with this is there's an app for it that you download on your phone as well. And let's say you select a property, people can contact you about this property through the app or through the website, through Zillow.com, and inquire about the property and schedule a showing with you and ask you questions about whatever about the property, right? So, for instance, if I click on messages here, you'll see their messages that no, they're gone. I get they probably only last so long. But when they text you, it'll have the person's name, phone number on the left here, and then in the middle, it'll have their message, and then on the right, it'll have their credit score if they already did their credit report through Zillow.com, and information about like their income and whatever it is, whatever information they've already uploaded or added to their profile will show up there. So it's like a little quick screening process, or how many occupants, things like that. So as they're inquiring, you can look over and see if they fill that information out. But this is pretty cool because if you have the app, they can text you through the app, you'll get a notification, you can respond right away, you can schedule showings, things like that. And then you can mark that they were already, that you've shown them property or you've scheduled a showing, things like that. So this is pretty cool because you can manage your leads this way.
And this is free?
This is free. Yeah. Let me see. See if I have any messages. No, I guess it just erases them after a while. Anyway, so Zillow Rental Manager. Write that one down. That's a good one. And then especially if you guys are going to be doing like working with tenants and maybe helping, there might be a time where there's an agent that leaves the area that's like going out of town or something, and they ask you to help them with one of their lease listings and handle all their showings. This is something you can do. You can have either, they'll probably give you access to it if they have this, and then you can respond to all the messages this way. All right, the next thing is CBPP intranet. So what I wanted to talk about this website, this is our intranet like resource for our office only. So there's CB Desk, which is for all Coldwell Bankers, and then there's the CBPP intranet for our office. And the things that I wanted to highlight here are our vendor resource list. So if you log into it, the first time you log in, you're going to have to create your login and a request, and then we approve it, and then you have access to it. So the vendor resource list, so you click on vendors. And then if you're looking for like a plumber or a handyman or a roofer, whatever categories we have here, these are all contractors or vendors that our agents have worked with and have recommended. So we add them. If you have anybody you want to recommend, send me the list. I'll add them here. And then so we write down who recommended. So the air conditioning and heating, dependable AC and heating. This is referred to us by Shirley Cameron, one of our agents. And this is the phone number of the business. Thompson Heating, this was also referred by Shirley. This is their phone number. Sometimes they have a website. Let's go back. We don't have every single category you can think of, but these are the categories that we do have something for. So if there's something you need.
So do you check them, or it's our responsibility to check them, like their background, like how good they are, if they have ratings or anything?
No, it's some our agents have worked with these people.
Okay.
So that's like a referral, right? Hey, I worked with this person, I vouched for them.
Okay.
If I didn't have a great experience, I'm not gonna refer somebody.
Right.
And if there's something like that you're looking for that's not on this list, you can send me an email and I'll email out to the office on your behalf saying, hey, Sonia wants to know if anybody knows of a good, I don't know, plant person or whatever it is, tree person, tree trimmer,
Okay.
or whatever it is.
Yeah.
And then you can contact her. This is her phone number and email address. And then someone will reach out if they have like a referral for them.
Okay.
So, yeah. And sometimes your clients are going to need someone like this because they don't have access to things like this, right? They have the internet, they can go online and look for some, but there's no recommendations. I mean, they can go to reviews, check the reviews. Sometimes they're not real, sometimes they are, but there's nothing better than a personal referral. Like, I've worked with this person, I vouch for them, they did a great job. They're not going to rip you off. You go online, work with a contractor, they're gonna take half the money and leave. Yes.
First time here, so I don't see photography, so do you have like vendors that you recommend? Program?
Let's see. For what type of photography?
Like, see a little listing, all this.
For listings, yes. I'll add it on here. It's previewfirst.com.
Preview first.
Yeah. I'll add it on here.
Okay.
For an agent photo,
Mhm.
where did you go?
Domain,
Huh?
domain photography.
Okay,
It's
She
cheap.
just had her stake in, that's why.
great.
Yeah,
And they're local, right? They're,
yeah, they're like right around the corner.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you got two, you already got two vendors.
Nice.
Okay, cool. So any questions on this? Now we're gonna go to this pretty quick then. Nobody has any questions. The other thing is digital marketing. Let's see. I'm going back. Your digital marketing plan. So Cecilia put this together for us. She's our social media specialist. And let's see if this has changed any. There's text and scripts that you can use via text or email. Social shareables, direct mail templates if you're going to mail to someone. There's different templates that you can use that are already set up for you. For sale by owner letter, number one, tips. Let's go get template. And I think this takes you to Canva.
Is that still in the CBPP?
Intranet, yeah. So there's this letter here that's already pre-written. You just go in and personalize it. And you can change it, make changes to it if you want to, but it's a start, right? So if you're wondering, how should I approach this for sale by owner about possibly listing with me or needing my help or anything, here's an example of something that you can use. And by the way, since we're here, Canva is a great program to use. They have a lot of templates. It's free for the most part. So Canva is another great resource since we're talking about resources. Any questions on that? Just go in, explore, take a look around, see if there's anything you like there. My CB desk. So my CB desk, as you guys all know from the onboarding process, is like the central hub of all the tools and resources for Coldwell Banker. There's marketing tools, there's Coldwell Banker University, where you can take online classes. They're great classes, by the way, and I don't think any of you guys have taken any, so I recommend that you guys take them, take advantage of it because it's available. I know my classes are great and you guys are learning everything from me, but there are other great classes in there. So what the classes that I do here in person are more localized, right? And more the little detail things that people don't usually teach you that you need to know. But they're more broad about just the real estate in general. And you guys are gonna like it. It's a little more formal. They're webinar style, still Zoom, but you have agents showing up that are taking classes that are beginners all the way to advanced, people from California all the way to New York. And they're really good. So I highly recommend you guys take them. So when you go to mycbdesk.com, for that, you're going to click on Coldwell Banker University and you're going to find classes there. And they even have classes like a program for new agents and then for agents that have been doing it for a while, but they want to step up their game and so forth. So I highly recommend that you guys look into that. The other thing I wanted to show you is Marketing Center. Marketing Center has different templates. It's almost like what you would see in Canva. It's similar. So we had this before. We now have a link to Canva through Coldwell Banker. So this is going to do pretty much the same thing that the Canva link does, but it's got, I think, more different types of designs. So if you go to templates, and then let's say you want, I don't know, brochure. These are all the different types of brochures that are available. You can customize. Let's say you want business cards. You want to use one of these templates, you can use that. Flyer, let's see what the flyers are. Let's see. Let's see what's something that we can use here. Maker buyer checklist. So you're working with the buyer, you can click on this. Let's use the template. And it should personalize it for you. But this is a flyer you can use to give to one of your buyers. This is in Spanish, by the way. I clicked on the Spanish one. I didn't notice that. But for those of you that read Spanish, this is the Spanish one. You guys are too quiet today. You guys are serious. You guys are scaring me. And it's never been this quiet in here before. So my CB desk, we did Marketing Center. I also want to show you guys Moxie Works. Is that Shrill? Because he wanted to know about Moxie. He was going to come in. So Moxie Works is a suite of different tools. When you click on Moxie Works, you're going to get the back end to your website. So when you first sign up, we're going to create your website. It's just a few steps to get it going. And then it's also there's also CRM, which we're going to be changing in a few months this year. So I don't want to get too much into it, to the CRM, because then you learn it and then you have to learn something else. So for right now, I would just leave it. And then there's also Moxie Impress. Impress is it's a marketing tool as well. But what it does is when you have a listing, let me open it up to show you guys. So I clicked on Moxie Works, so it's still loading here. It's not finished. Come on, where is it? There should be links up here at the top. It didn't do it, so let me do it again. They're supposed to be up here at the top. I don't know why it's not showing. Anyway, up there it is. It's coming up. So my website is the back end of your website. It's a WordPress website. And then Engage is the CRM. Impress is when you have a listing and you enter into the MLS, Impress automatically knows you have a listing. It pulls the photos, it pulls the information from that photo, all the bedrooms, bath, square footage, and then description. And it creates a marketing package for you. It creates a flyer, property flyer that you can print out and leave, in the property for buyers to take home with them, branded with your contact information. It creates a property website. So its own website, so with its own URL that you could put on a QR code. So when people scan it, it takes them to the property website with all the information and branded to you. It creates social media images that you can use to promote the listing. It creates an email about the property that you can email to your client list if hopefully you've uploaded your client list to this to promote the listing. So let me show you how that would look. Let me see if I have any in here from before. Projects. So this is for one property I had. This was a lease listing. This created this flyer for me based on the MLS information. Why isn't it showing me that? Maybe because it's not listed anymore. Yeah, I think because it's not listed anymore. But what it does, it creates a packet of flyers, social media images, an email, website, all that stuff. So all of this was created. And what happened was when my listing went into the MLS, I think within one day, I received an email saying, hey, your marketing package is ready. Or your listing packet is ready. Just click on the link, it takes you here, and you can either download the PDF or the flyer, but it does everything for you. Versus you having to log into Canva or into Marketing Center and create a flyer, upload the photos, type in the description, everything that you have to do, which is still easier than having to do it from scratch in Word or Publisher or anything like that, like you guys used to, right? So it creates everything for you. But if, let's say you don't have a listing and you're gonna do an open house for someone, you can create something here. You can go to home and this we can just click on create a new package project. Or select something from here. You want to create a flyer, you're gonna go to flyers. And let's say you like, let's go to a different format. I guess they all look the same here. I like this one here. Let's use that one. And we're gonna select the design. And then you're gonna type in the property description, project name, and this is just for identification purposes. And then you're gonna move on to the next step, which is photos. And then text, I guess more information about the property. Oh, sorry, this is project description, not property description. That property description is gonna be here under text. And then you're gonna finish the flyer. But anyway, you're gonna upload the photos at some point, all that stuff, and then download the PDF. So you can create a flyer here. Again, if you're gonna hold an open house for someone and you want to create your own flyers, do that. You don't want to use the listing agent's flyer because then buyers are gonna contact them. And the whole purpose of holding an open house is to deal with buyers directly so they can contact you so you can represent them to purchase that property that you're holding open. Any questions?
Can you,
You're doing an open house, right? This weekend?
for sure,
Okay.
can you try to search the MLS ID and stuff? Because I tried it before and it didn't work for me.
It's only gonna search your listings.
Oh, okay, so I tried
Yeah, it
it on
doesn't-
Waves before.
Yeah, it doesn't let you do it on other people's listings.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
thank you.
But what you can do is just download the pictures
Yeah, that's what I
and then
did.
copy the description from the MLS and paste it. So
Yeah,
it's not too bad.
no.
All right, the other things I wanted to talk about with CD Desk. Close out of this. Are, let's see. Click on marketing over here on the side navigation bar. And you can, this is where you can create a QR code. You could do this in Canva. There's a lot of free tools on the internet on creating QR codes. But this is where you can type in the URL. So like if I wanted someone to go to, I don't know, this website here. Copy this. Paste it here. And now the QR code, if you guys were to scan it, if you guys are at home and you try to scan this QR code, see where it takes you. I don't know if you guys want to try it, but it takes you to the website. So that's as easy as creating, that's the easiest way to create a QR code.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
okay, it directs to CDPP.
Yeah, so this is a free tool, you guys can use that. And what you're gonna do is you're gonna download this QR code, save it, add it to your flyer, add it to your sign, whatever it is you wanna do. Some people have these QR codes on their for sale signs. So when people, pass by and scan the QR code, it takes them either to their link tree. And then on link tree, they can click on the property and then take on from there, because you can update the links all the time. And that's what, damn, I should have added that to this presentation. Linktree. We'll talk about it briefly at the end of this. Remind me, guys.
What menu do I need to click to get to this?
It's over here on the left. So you're gonna click on marketing,
Okay, and then.
it just shows up there.
Okay,
And then another thing you want to do is also generate your email signature. So right above this, there's the generate email signature. It gives you a preview of what it looks like. So you can copy this and paste it into, like, go into Gmail, go into your settings, into your email signature, and paste this into that. And it looks professional. Let's see. Logo gallery. Over here on the left, we're still under marketing. Click on logo gallery. If you guys need to download the Color Maker Platinum Properties logo, this is where you're gonna go. You're gonna type in Platinum Properties. And then it's gonna show all of our Platinum Properties, different variations of our company logo. These are the reverse ones, so there's no black background on this, it's just white over nothing. And so forth.
Do they have smaller ones? Like I noticed that Cecilia helped me download some on my Canva. When I tried to put them on, they're so big.
You can resize them.
You can?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, when you place an image in Canva or any other program, you can just resize the image.
Where do you go for that? Just
You
click on
just
that?
click on it and then grab one of the corners and then just drag it to make it smaller.
Oh, okay, make it smaller right in the box where it is, where you like downloaded all the
Yeah.
photos. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah, so like let's say you're looking at this first one here. You click on the logo and then on the bottom right, there's gonna be like little dots on each corner. Little handle dots. You're gonna click on the dot on the bottom right corner, click it and then drag it up in this direction and it's just gonna make it smaller this way.
Oh, okay.
And then you can move it around after you
So
resize.
drag it to the page and then it's like, oh, the whole page, it fills the whole page.
Yeah.
Right.
All right, so the other thing, so this is where you guys can find the logos, okay? But if for some reason you guys are in a hurry, you're like, you're somewhere, you know, you get a call from someone that you're working with that's making your website or flyers and you say, I really need the logo and I don't have time, send me an email and I'll send you the logo. You guys can do that. Let's go back to the homepage here. The other thing I wanted to show you guys is Express Docs. This is where you can order your name badge. So nobody's wearing a name badge. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
I should have put, oh, Zach's got his name badge on. I should have put mine on since I was going to talk about it. So this is a third-party vendor that works with Coldwell Banker. It has all our logos and it's approved. It's an approved Coldwell Banker vendor. And then so you can do like, you can order promotional material. So there's like, I don't know, swag, right? That's what they call it. With the company logo. I mean, if you wanted to do that, let's go back. To do the badge, to order the badge, you're gonna go to, I believe it was. One of these here. Give me a second. You're gonna have to kind of go through these to find it. Name badge right here. North Star Agent Promo. Click on name badge. Internet's slow today, or is it the website? These are like desk signs, but you want the name badges here. Which one do you guys like?
The first one.
The first one? Everybody like the first one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which one do you have?
I have something like the first one. Yeah, but it
It's
doesn't have an
small.
outline. Doesn't have an outline like that. It's probably more like this one.
So those are good when you're like conducting, you know, an open house.
Yeah, and then they have the magnets in the back, so they're really strong. So you put the magnet in the inside of the shirt and then it stays on. And they have the ones that with a pin as well. You can do that, but you're gonna get them poked all the time.
Yeah. those are-
Okay, so you can order this. There's other things you can order. You can order business cards, flyers, presentation folders, things like that. More promo items here. You can order apparel. There's like, yeah, polo shirts and sweatshirts and stuff like that. Let's see, did I pass that? It's here somewhere. Anyway, you guys can navigate and find it. But anyway, there's a bunch of different things you can order from here that are approved by Coldwell Banker. I think that's everything I wanted to show you here. Let me click on Coldwell Banker University really quick to show you what that looks like. Let's see. There's a class on Canva, getting started with Canva. That's pretty cool. It's a monthly schedule. Let's say right here, we're getting started. For this is for new agents. This is for agents that have been in the industry, but they just want to do better, right? So let's click on this one. and there's gonna be a set of classes that it recommends you take. There's the orientation, you don't have to do all that. This is a good one here, the boot camp one. So when you click on the class, it's gonna show you the different times it's available, so. Where is? I think I signed up for it or something, that's why it's continued. Why is it not showing me? I think because I'm logged in as an admin. But when you guys click on it, it should show you when the next available class is. It should show like a register button, unless you guys see it somewhere.
It's not POD, it's a live Zoom class or something.
They're not live.
Okay.
Register here. Oh, these are agents that have signed up for it. Anyway, you guys, there should be a register button for you guys. Again, I'm an admin, so that's probably why it's not showing. But click on the register, it should show you different options. So some classes are like one day for 2 hours, and that's it. Another one might be twice a week for 2 weeks, but it's an hour and a half each class. So let's say Tuesday, Thursday for an hour and a half each day for 2 weeks.
Mhm.
And then there's one that's 4 weeks, 2 days a week, 1.5 hour class.
So these are the other classes that, besides the ones we come here to see you.
Yes,
You can do.
yeah. There's one that's here that's it's called Outlist Outlast. That's a pretty good one too.
What's it called?
Outlist Outlast. Yeah. But anyway, just wanted to show you guys what the CD University looked like.
And can you do those at your own convenience?
Well, they have different options. So like for one class, let's say if we clicked on boot camp, they might have an option for a morning class that starts next week, but then they have an afternoon class the following week.
But it's live?
So it'll be live.
Oh, okay.
So you have to register for it.
Oh,
And
okay.
you're planning in advance, right? So you know what day it is next week.
Yeah, yeah.
Let's say, because again, there's people from the East Coast and the West Coast taking it, so there might be a 7 o'clock AM class, right, which is 10 o'clock, right?
That's not a big deal. You do have to like actually be present at the time of the class.
Yeah.
They'll
And then-
email you a Zoom link or something to log into Zoom.
Okay.
And then sometimes they'll be like, it'll be interactive where it's gonna have split you off into rooms in there where you're gonna be brainstorming with 2 other people and talking about things and your experiences and things like that. Or I don't know. They have like a whiteboard on one of the classes where you can type something to add to whatever the whiteboard is, and everybody's like adding things to it. So yeah, it's interactive. Okay, that's my CV desk. I think that's everything I want to talk about that for now. The next thing is ChatGPT. Guys, this is, or not just ChatGPT, Perplexity, Gemini, everything that's out there, right? Grok. This is perfect for property descriptions. Before, for like the list, the MLS listing for the property, agents would have to like try to get creative and tell a story about the property. Well, this beautiful, low situated in a serene neighborhood in the heart of Irvine, just minutes from a major shopping center, and then this 4-bedroom, 3-bath luxury home boasts entertainer's backyard. So you're sitting there having to come up with something, right? When you go to ChatGPT, you can say, write a description, a property. You don't even have to spell it right; it'll know. Description for my listing using the following features. And then you can see, you don't have to spell it right. It'll know what you're saying. You're gonna say 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, 2,000 square feet. Is it 200? 2,000 square feet. In Irvine, California. Large backyard with pool, fireplace in living room, and one in the master bedroom. What else? What else? Remodeled kitchen, cabinets and countertops.
Then school.
Okay, and school.
Yeah, like,
Uh, let's do top.
Yeah.
Blue ribbon. Schools. And that's. Misspellings and all, it'll fix everything, so just hit enter. Welcome to this beautifully upgraded 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom home offering approximately 2,000 square feet of comfortable living space in a highly sought after city of Irvine, This inviting residence features a spacious and functional layout, perfect for both everyday living and entertainment. See, like,
Yeah.
It's nice.
yeah,
Yeah.
you can add this to the description in the MLS, and then you can also say, make it shorter for the property flyer.
Hmm.
There you go.
Very cool.
Yeah. The property is located near Northwood High School, please feature this in the description. Ideal located near Northwood High School. That's it. They did that. Anyway, you can just keep massaging this thing till you're happy with it, right? So this is one of the really cool things that you can use ChatGPT or just AI for. And then something that I just was playing with just weeks ago. I asked it to research the market and give me the best market value for a property that I'm thinking about buying. And I entered the property address, and then it gave me what seemed to be a really good suggested purchase price.
Hmm.
And
Like
it tells,
thoughtful.
yeah, like here, let me trying to think of a listing. You know what? I'm in the MLS, so I could probably just find a quick listing if you guys want to see that.
You don't need to subscribe to like pro version of chat.
No. Let's see. Let me go into our listing inventory. I'll do this one. And here's the mouse. So let me do a new chat. I'm thinking about buying the property located at these research recent sales in the area and give me a suggested purchase price. I mean, you can get more detailed, but just going through the history of it. Price per square foot analysis. Even a negotiation strategy. This,
Wow.
oh my God. Who needs an agent, right?
Yeah, I was just thinking that.
No, but you know what? Even this is not gonna have all the correct
Well, do you
information.
trust it? I mean,
No,
yeah,
no,
it
no,
sounds great, but.
I'm just saying, I was just asking it just to see what it came up with.
Yeah.
It did come up with a good suggested purchase price, but you still need agents to write the offer and show the properties and all this stuff.
And verify.
This is here to help
That's-
us. Yeah, this is here to help us, right? So why not embrace it? But let's see what they come up with. Fair buy is 1.25. Okay, so stretch ceiling is 1.32,
Mhm.
and what was it listed at? You guys remember?
I think this mentioned, ChatGPT mentioned there's.
Yeah, 1.375. So 1.375 is the list price.
And what did he say to offer?
A fair buy would be 1.25.
Mhm.
So it's over.
So, like, yeah, they said this is like an ideal price right here.
Mhm.
Oh yeah, this is the list price here.
Yeah.
Break down the renovation quality. See, look, like it even asks you, hey, do you want me to tell you about this stuff? And then you can ask it more questions, but it gives you how it came up with that.
It tells you how. it came
Yeah.
up with that?
If it's fresh and remodeled, this is between this and this. If competition exists, if there's like a lot of buyers that you're competing against, offer that.
Oh.
If it's sitting in the market for 2 or 3 weeks, then this is what you would offer.
But you
That's-
still gotta go see it and stuff.
Right, yeah, but like this is after you've already seen it,
Yeah.
right? And now you're trying to think of like how much, what would be a good offer? And then it breaks it down. This is pretty cool. I mean, this is scary because
Scary.
they're gonna think they don't need us, but they do.
We're being replaced by robots.
Yeah. So let's see what else anyway, AI, freaking amazing. Okay. They need us.
We still need that human
They
touch.
still need us. Okay, the next thing I wanted to talk about is Google Business Profile. Make sure you guys added Google Business Profile. I wanted to show you an example. I went to Google and I just typed in Masood Ardalan, he's one of our agents, and this is what comes up on the right, just information about his business, Coldwell Banker, and even Google reviews, things like that. They show up on there, and any social media profiles, so it links you to them.
Hmm.
So you want to have online presence, not just your website, not just your social media, but also your Google profile. I think most people use Google. Here's Holden Bowersock, another one of our agents. He's got reviews, his pictures, more information about him, his social media, little previews of his reviews.
So just enter the name.
Yeah, just look, that's all I did.
Okay.
Let me look for you, so it's just pictures. There's nothing, there's no business profile.
What does that mean?
Well, I mean, I can click on the link, it goes to your website,
Oh, okay.
but there's no business profile for you.
So I need to add one,
Yes. And if you guys need help with this, you can go to Cecilia. She can help you.
Google profile?
Yeah.
Okay.
She can help you, but you could just go to Google profile. So
That's good.
so when you're logged in with your Gmail, your business Gmail, make sure that when you're logged in and working on anything business related, you're using your Google, your business Gmail. So just click on Google profile and then it'll allow you to create a profile for that specific email.
I have a question too.
Yes.
So if you sell a house or you help someone buy a house and you say, oh, can you write a nice little letter or
Mhm.
whatever about me? Where would they put that?
Most people see it on Zillow, so you want to ask them to write it in Zillow.
Oh, right in Zillow.
Yeah, and then also on Google reviews.
Okay.
And Cecilia knows how to generate the links that you can send via email.
Mhm.
So when they click on it, it just takes them straight there. And then they write or paste the review into it. And then they click on the next link and they write or paste the review onto that link and then it saves it.
So they would have to do it and then click on the links themselves, not send it to me and then me post it.
Well, unless they already have a Zillow account, you can
They
just tell them, hey, can you, I guess
wanna-
send them your profile, right? So like if we go to Sonia, you should have a Zillow. Do you have a Zillow profile?
Account, yeah, I'm pretty sure I do.
Because someone could just click on it. Let's click on this. Maybe you don't, because this was your listing before, right?
Yeah,
That's
the old listing.
yeah, but it doesn't seem to have your profile.
Mhm.
So
Oh,
like,
there's no profile
Hey,
on
there.
Zillow.
so look, there's me right there.
Mhm.
You can go onto my profile and then I think you can write a review somewhere here.
I'm saying add a profile to Zillow.
So Zillow doesn't
Sure, yes.
record every single sale you make, right? So transaction. When they see your profile, like they show the number.
It does show, sometimes it might not show all of them, but it'll show the majority of them.
Hmm.
It'll show what you sold, when you sold, how much you sold for. But when you create your profile, that's why you have to add your MLS ID and the MLS you belong to, so that it can retrieve that information.
Gotcha.
And anytime you have a listing, it's gonna pull the information also to Zillow. Okay. All right. Next thing is Lawyer's Agent One. This is an app. Okay, so you download the app, you can go on the internet and type in Lawyer's Agent, I guess in this case, it's just lawyersagent.com. This is very cool because this is an impressive tool that will make you look so good in front of your clients. So let's say you're at I don't know, barbecue or something with friends and family, whatever it is. And then someone approaches you and says, hey, I'm thinking about selling my house. How much do you think I would net on the sale? Like, I want to know how much I'd walk away with. And like, based on, whatever you think it's worth. And you could say, well, if you know the area, right? Let's say we sold it for this. I'm not saying this is how much it's worth, but let's give a realistic number. Say, okay, your property's probably worth, I don't know, 1.750. Okay. And let's say you're going to pay me 3%, and you're probably going to end up paying the buyer's agent, let's say 2.5% each. Because realistically, all sellers are still paying for buyer's commission. And we're not going to do any concessions. Leave this alone. How much do you owe on your loan, by the way, friend? Oh, you still owe 250,000. Let's add that into it. Okay. And then we're just gonna leave that in. I'm not gonna change that. And let's say it's gonna close next month. Then I click on compute. And I'm doing this all from my phone as they're sitting there, as we're standing there talking, right? And so you're going to net at closing 1,405,000. And from that, a detailed closing costs list. Here you click on that. The title insurance policy is going to cost you this. Escrow fees is going to be that approximately, right? So this is estimated. It's not 100%. And all the fees and what they are. So commission is going to be this. Buyer's commission is going to be that. So forth. But it gives them an idea. And hey, this is more or less what you're going to walk away with. This is pretty impressive, right? Especially when they want information right there and then. And you can say, you know what, I can do some research, find out what your home's really worth, and then give you a more detailed, little closer net sheet.
Oh, that's quick.
Yeah, so this is really good. And now let's say you're working with a buyer, and they're asking you, hey, I want to purchase a property, like I want my payments to be like 5,000 a month. What do you think I can afford? So you can do let's see the calculators. Click on calculators first of all, and then you could say rent to buy. You have to find the right calculator here. Which calculator would that be? Equity review, concession. There's a few different ones. There's one that you can find out how much is my payment going to be if I purchase this property at this price, right? That I'm looking at. Or what would be my purchase price if I wanted a payment of this much per month? So
I did not do that.
yeah, I just had to find the right one here. Let's see, iBuyer comparison privilege. Nope. You guys see it here, look.
I can't see, I don't have my glasses.
There is buyer's agent. This is for compensation, this is for commissions. Multiple offers, refi. Let's do a rent versus buy. Let's click on that one. So let's say current rent is 5,000. Home price. I don't know, like if you were to buy a home for 850,000.
Is that the average, right?
Down payment, we're gonna say 10%, we're gonna compute. Let's see what that ends up being. payment. Let's see what the payment's gonna be on that. Look at that, that was pretty close,
How
damn.
much is it? 5,000?
That's what the payment would be, yeah.
Too much.
So, but if you wanted to get closer to that 5,000 a month, let's do 800,000 and see what that comes up with.
That's good, because like if you're helping somebody look for a house and they know what they can.
Look at that, 5,000.
Yes, if you click the assumptions button, they're like HOA, stuff like that, insurance, right? Interest rate.
This, yeah, it's already all in there.
That's
Yeah. Yep, and this already has a 3% broker's fee. Let's say you're not gonna pay any commission, because the seller's gonna pay for it. Actually, it says there the seller's gonna pay for it.
Oh,
Okay, so anyway, yeah, it breaks everything down. It's pretty cool. And again, there's different calculators here, like if you're, again, click on buyer, let's go to buyer, and let's say that, they wanna buy this house for 1.250. And they have, let's say, 5% down. We're gonna leave the interest the same, everything the same. HOA, it's $350 a month. Most places in Irvine have an HOA, so we're gonna leave that in there and compute. How much is your monthly payment gonna be based on that? Approximately. Oh. Yep, with 5%, that's what your payment's gonna be. You change it to 10%, let's see how much that changes. I see. Okay, brought it down. And this is how much you're gonna have to bring to close, Mr. and Mrs. Buyer, based on 10%. And all your closing costs, this is what you're gonna have to bring in.
yeah, I think you.
Cool, right?
Sorry.
This makes you look like an expert. And then the last thing I wanted to talk about, Google Voice. How many of you guys use Google Voice? Okay, Google Voice is pretty cool if you guys want to use a different phone number for your business, aside from your personal phone number. I've been using Google Voice for probably 10 or 15 years. I don't know how long. But so on my phone, it's a separate app.
Mhm.
And when you click on the app, it has its own dial pad, and it has contacts. So it links into your contacts there on your phone, and then it has messages, so you can send text messages from that phone number, and then voice messages. You'll get voicemails from that number that will also transcribe, so you can read them if you don't want to like play them. But it also you can set it to email you a copy of the voicemail transcribed. And that's the phone number you can use for your business cards and everything like that. So if you want to keep the numbers separate, you can do that and still use the same phone, and it's free. Unless you want to pay for a phone number for business, I don't know what they charge. But when you register the phone number, you're going to go to voice.google.com, but you have to be logged in with the email account that you're using for business. Most people have more than one Gmail account. They have their personal one, and they have the one they create for business. So like let's say for business, I have carlosocrealtor@gmail.com. I'm going to be logged into that email while I go into voice.google.com to get the phone number and whatever, because you're logged into that. Google Voice is a Google product, so it matches to whatever profile or email you're logged into. It gives you a list of phone numbers to select from, but it first wants you to enter either a city or area code that you want to use, that you prefer. So let's say you want 949, you type in 949, it'll give you all the 949 numbers they have available. If you want something in Irvine, you can just type in Irvine, California, it'll give you numbers associated with Irvine. And then what happens is it links it to your phone, and you can either set it to forward calls to your phone only. So that means the calls are just going to come in. The only problem with that is there's a couple of options. One of them, it just directs the call to you, so you can see who's calling, but you don't know what number they're calling. Are they calling my Google Voice number, or are they calling my personal phone number? So you just answer the way you normally answer, right? Always answer, "Hi, this is Carlos. How can I help you?" And then your mom's gonna be like, dude, it's your mom, stop it, right? Or you can set it to show your Google Voice number on caller ID, but you don't know who's calling, right? So when that happens, you get a call to your Google Voice number. Your Google Voice number is going to show up as the caller. That way, you know, hey, someone's calling my business line. I better act professional. Hi, this is Carlos. How can I help you? Whatever, right? But if you want to know who called, you can log into the Google Voice website and then see the caller ID. The other option would be, like I use, download the Google Voice app and have it work independently from your phone number. It still forwards to your regular phone, but it separates it into the app on your phone. It's kind of confusing the way I'm saying it, right? But this is the only way I can explain it. And any text message will go directly to your Google Voice app, and it'll keep it separate. And then when someone calls in, it's going to show the caller ID of who's calling. But you have to know what the call looks like when it comes in from your phone app versus the Google Voice app. It might look a little bit different, so you have to know the difference. One of the things that's set by default when somebody calls you is a call screening. So when somebody calls you, it'll answer and say, "Hi, this is Google Voice Assistant. Please tell me your name so I can announce who's calling." And then it'll call you and it'll say, "Hi, this is Google Voice. So-and-so is calling you. Would you like to take the call or send a voicemail?" And so that's one of the first things. If you don't want that, you can just turn it off right away. But that's one of the things that comes defaulted with when you activate the phone number. So anyway, Google Voice, it's pretty good. I've been using it for a long time and it's helpful. Any questions on any of this stuff? You know of any other tools that are worth mentioning?
No, I think you kind of covered it.
Yeah, we have a little bit of everything here. So
Yeah.
okay. So I guess we'll just leave it at that. Any questions at home?
No,
Are you guys still awake?
yeah,
All right.
good presentation, Carlos.
Thank you, Harriet.
You're welcome.
All right. So we'll see you guys next week. Let me. stop
Okay,
the
thank you.
Thank
You're
you. We're still awake.
Have a good one.
Bye.
Bye.